Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're back with a assist tier list, which a lot of you guys have been waiting for and asking for, since I haven't done one in like 2 months, but let's go ahead and get into it. So first off, we got Makima's assist. Pretty good DPS. The only bad thing is it lasts for a while, which doesn't really matter that much, but that kind of makes it worse in Dimensions. But it also has good AoE, so I'm gonna give her a pretty mid, maybe low B tier, or A tier. Next up we got Accelerator. I don't know if I already said that or not. Anyways, he's got pretty mid DPS, but he is a great assist for Time Challenge. I'm gonna give him really high A tier. Aaron has bad DPS, but pretty decent AoE. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a C tier though. Christmas Saber has very low DPS and virtually just no AoE. I'm gonna give her assist D tier. Denji slash Chainsaw Man has pretty bad DPS, but he has pretty good AoE. I'm gonna put him slightly above Aaron. Goku MUI has bad DPS, but he gives you a lot of extra dashes, so that makes him pretty good for Dimensions. I'm gonna give his assist B tier. Next up we got Esdeath. She has pretty low DPS, but she gives you 18% boss damage with a 75-second cooldown. So I'm gonna give her S tier. She's literally the second best assist in the game. Infinite Gojo has some pretty bad DPS. I don't know if he's like full AoE or not. I'm gonna put him right in belows, or not below, but right small. I forgot how to describe it. Low B tier. Vampire Luffy. I don't know if I already said this because I have probably early save dementia and I went AFK for like 2 minutes. He has pretty mediocre AoE. I'm gonna give him pretty decent C tier. Not pretty decent, but next up we got Naruto Beast. Pretty cool assist. This is the awakened version of him, by the way. So he has the same DPS as Makima, which is good DPS. Plus, when he's awakened, he gives 15% crit chance, which I'll give that S tier. Not very high S tier though. Aizen has terrible DPS. He has a line AoE, which if you didn't know is pretty bad AoE. He gives you 20% crit chance, but that's only for around 5 seconds. So I'm gonna give him D tier. Obito has pretty mid DPS. The AoE isn't that bad. He also gives no buffs. I'm gonna put him slightly above the guy. Demon Lord Rimuru has pretty mid DPS. Her AoE is like indescribable, but I'm gonna put her slightly above Obito. Ryuko has great DPS and good AoE, but she gives no buffs, so that's not really gonna cut it. Shanks is like the same as Obito, so I'm just gonna. Tengen's got good DPS and his AoE is like a car. Actually, I'm gonna move Tengen down to B tier. Ryuichi has good AoE and good DPS. He's meta for a couple of dimensions. Kind of. If you're excluding buffs, then he's kind of meta for a few dimensions. He's kind of meta for some stuff. Come on! Next up, we got Kirito. Kirito has mid DPS, but he got that buff though. Next up, we got Witch Megumin. Such a good assist. Good, mid DPS. She's got big AoE, big AoE, and she groups mobs in. She kind of like pulls mobs in to like the middle of her circle AoE, big circle. Wait, doesn't Yoriichi do like this? I can't talk. Doesn't Yoriichi do like the same thing? I don't know for sure, so I'm just gonna. Next up, we got Saberweight. I think that's the first time I've ever said awake instead of awakened. Anyways, she's got good DPS, and her. Back to what I was saying. She's got a good buff too, so. Oh yeah, Millam's got bad DPS and a line AoE. So, not really as bad as Christmas Saber, but it's pretty close. Shadow Mars got terrible DPS, good range. Which, I don't know why I brought that up, but he does have good range for some reason. Like, really too good of range. The circle AoE is big. He gives you 25% crit chance, extra crit chance, for around 4 seconds. So, just gonna move him slightly above Aizen. Next up, we got Gojo. Although he does have line AoE, he has great range, good DPS, Actually, more of on the mid side, and it's useful for a lot of things. Let's just go ahead and bring it over there. Bring it in, Buster. Nezuko is the highest DPS assist in the game. Well, unless you're counting Mitsuri before she got nerfed. Other than that, she's got pretty decent AoE. She's not full AoE, but I'm gonna move her above Ryuko just because of the DPS. Power's got bad DPS, and her AoE is like weird. I'm just gonna like, well, alright. Yours assist has terrible DPS and only gives you 15% crit damage. I don't think they realize that crit damage is not crit chance. That's equal to like 7.5 crit damage or crit chance. But it's for 8 seconds. And it's got good AoE. Boom, 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 boom. Tanjiro actually has like really high DPS. And he's got pretty good AoE. I'm gonna put him slightly above Witch Megaman because he is way better DPS. Dio is the second highest DPS assist in the game. Swear to God, I just heard a B, but there's not a B in here. I'm gonna put it slightly under Nezuko because it's like the same AoE as Nezuko. Ichigo full brings like the same thing as power, so. Alice has good DPS and good AoE. She's full AoE, which makes her good for a time challenge. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, boom, boom, boom. Next up, we got Broly's assist, yeah. Broly and Gilgamesh both have, the good stuff. They got that good AoE and that good single time use and that good DPS. You can only use them every 90 seconds though. But they're useful for a lot of dimensions. I'm gonna put them up in S tier just because they have great single time uses, which makes them great for dimensions. They're very good for, what's it called? Time challenge. Like, so good even Cross uses them. So that's saying something. Next up, we got Ichigo final with that good DPS. But he's using a line AoE. Very tiny line, too. It's not even like a rectangle. It's like a different shape. Actually, it's useful for some things. Kokushiba has that good DPS. I'm pretty sure he has that good AoE. I don't know for certain if he got that good AoE, but I'll put him there just in case. If he does, then it's full AoE. If not, then it's still pretty decent AoE. I forgot to attach Yamato's assist. Ooh. Ooh. Pretty sure it's bad though. I'll just put it like right there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No, never mind. Ooh, ooh. Kaido's got bad DPS. Bad. And he's a line AoE. So, actually more of like a oval, like a stretched out oval. It's getting kind of hard memorizing all the assists, so I'm just going to put him right here. Deku has pretty mid DPS, but he's got great AoE. I'll just put him right here just in case. Mitsuri is also just like a worse version of Deku. It's basically like a higher DPS Vampire Luffy. So I'm gonna put her like, right here. Muichiro has terrible DPS. When I say terrible, I mean terrible. But it's got pretty decent AoE. I'm gonna put him around right here. So yeah, that's the tier list. You could change out a few things. It just gets hard to memorize every single assist. Cause like it's just hard to do it, trust me. It's easier to memorize every character. Now trust me on that one. Like, when I mean easier, I mean easier. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video where I meet Barney the Pterodactyl. Goodbye.